Happy Saturday, everybody. Once again, this is Julie Wild Valve coming at you from what wonderful Western Pennsylvania. I hope everybody is having a wonderful day today. I know I am. And I was really looking forward to doing my broadcast today because I always get excited whenever I can hook up with you guys again. I look forward to it all week, and I love finding topics to talk about. And I appreciate those who are my loyal followers, as always. And the topic I chose today is one that is unfortunately near and dear to my heart, and I'm sure it is with a lot of you as well. And it's about feeling like you're stupid. Now, there are a couple of things you can either make yourself feel stupid because of something you did or didn't do. But I can say most of the times in my life when I felt stupid was because someone else made me feel that way. And when that happens, you begin to compare yourself to others. And then, you look at your skills and, what value do I have if I'm really this stupid, and, if they said this, then I must be stupid. And none of that's true, especially when it comes from somebody else. Because starting out, I'm going to tell you right away, things might be stupid, but you're not stupid. No human being is stupid. And I wanted to start today by giving you some examples of what's happened to me and what led me down kind of a dark path, but I'm a fighter and I'm still working on it to this day. But I want everybody to see that we've all felt stupid at some moment in our lives. I mean, we're not alone in that. And different reasons, whatever they may be. But I'm going to give you a couple here. And in every instance, I let the comments get into my head, took them very personally, and I became very, very much a ball of depression, anxiety, sadness, and I had very low self-esteem, which I'm still working on to this day. So my first example, and from one of my previous jobs, is I had a manager, and he was not from this area. He was moved here to be the manager of our department. And one day, I don't remember what it was even that we were talking about or what I was doing, or I maybe made a comment about wanting to move up and do something more. And he laughed at me and looked me straight in the face and said, "You will never go anywhere because you're a woman." Now, when he said that to me, that interpreted to be, because you're a woman, you're stupid. So don't even bother thinking that. And of course, that's not true. It doesn't matter whether you're a male, female, whatever. You're not stupid, and no one has the right to tell you that you're not going to go anywhere or you'll never be anything because you're a woman or a man or whatever. The second example I'd like to give is also from a job I had, and I loved it, but I had a manager who was very much materialistic, and she would load, and I do mean load, tons of work on me. Yet, at every chance she could, without using the actual word stupid, She made me feel like I was the most worthless human being on the face of this earth because I didn't do things her way. She would degrade me in meetings. It didn't matter. I would do everything I could, and nothing was ever good enough for them. And when you are poised in that position every day of your life, and you're told that over and over and over again, it becomes very close to being the V word. And I think you know which V word I mean. And I've actually been in therapy because of that particular situation that went on for a very long time. And it was because I was made to feel stupid. The third scenario I'm going to give you is, now the first two examples I gave were by managers. This situation is not a manager. They are just a fellow coworker. But they did my job in the past. And they are one of those narcissists who think they do nothing wrong. They are perfect. And everybody else cannot do anything near what they can do. And one day I was asking her a question about something, or I did something she didn't agree with, or it wasn't even anything major. And she talked down to me like I was lower than a piece of dirt. And she made me feel like the most stupidest human being because I didn't do it her way, because her way was the right way. Well, I got news for you. She wasn't right. And the reason I wanted to give you those examples is those are only 3 examples of times where I've been made to feel stupid. There have been many more times in my life, but those are 3 that stick out in my mind because they affected me mentally and they even affected me physically. And no one deserves to feel that way, and no one deserves to go down that path, down that direction. And what I wanted to talk about today is that I have been made to feel that way, even with this channel. I've been told that I'm stupid because I'm broadcasting on YouTube. I'm stupid because I don't go to TikTok, or I'm stupid because I don't go to Instagram. You know, that doesn't mean I'm stupid. This is the venue that I love. This is the first time I've been a YouTuber. I've watched for many, many years, and I love being on YouTube, but that doesn't mean I'm stupid. It means that was my choice. So if they want to think that way, that's fine. They're allowed their opinion. But I think about how we're all human beings and we all have moments in our lives, no matter what we do, whether it's work or home or somewhere else. We've all felt stupid at some point in our lives, but I want to make it clear we may have done stupid things, but we are not stupid. That's 2 totally different things. And what I want to review is some things to maybe help that whenever these things happen and you do feel this way, maybe can help you a little bit get through that a little bit easier, a little bit quicker, a little bit better, and realize that you're not alone. Well, the first thing I'm going to say is what I just said. Everybody feels inferior at some point in their lives. We all have faults. We all have our insecurities. None of us are perfect. We all make mistakes. And don't beat yourself up. Don't feel that way. You know you're not inferior. We're all different and we were made to be different. That's how we were created. And being hard on yourself is not going to get you anywhere. I can tell you that I am my own worst enemy. I am my own worst critic. I am harder on myself than anybody else has ever been in my life. And there is so much negativity that I've brought on myself because of that. You get to the point where I have very low self-esteem, don't have a lot of self-confidence. Excuse me. I've been trying to learn how to not judge myself too harshly. And part of that is I need to stop listening to other people who also make mistakes and do stupid things. But just because I've made mistakes doesn't mean I need to beat myself up, treat myself like I'm a loser and a nobody, and I'm definitely not stupid. I can tell you that over all of these years, I have 2 college degrees, and I worked my tail off to get those degrees. And I know for a fact I'm not stupid. I'm a caring human being. And now I've learned that when someone starts talking to me like that, does it hurt? Yes. Do I take it to heart? I do, because I take everything personally. However, it doesn't last near as long as it used to, because I know they're wrong and it was a moment. And I will say this, and I can say this from experience. You need to look at your strengths. And I've actually done this. And I found that whenever someone has tried to make me feel stupid or I feel like I'm stupid, I've actually sat down and I've put 2 columns on a piece of paper. And one column, and they're both positive. The first column is, what are my strengths? And the second column is, what can I improve on? It's not necessarily that I'm bad at something, but it's something that I do, but I could do better at. And I make those lists, and all of a sudden, I start to feel better about myself. You know, you can take failures and learn from them. And that, I know that's corny, I get it. But you can learn from them, and I have learned a lot from them because I've had many failures in my life. I've done many stupid things in my life, but I've learned from them. And when you put them down and you look at them and you think back on them, it makes those moments, even when you felt like you were stupid, they don't seem that bad anymore, because there are other areas that you have, other talents and other skills that you have that you can work with that make you who you are. And that's what's important. Those failures, build on them. You don't want to do them again. But when you get into different aspects of your life, different scenarios, different people, you can take those failures, and if you see something similar, you know how to react to it. You know what to say. You know what to do different. So they can be a great learning tool. Now, I know at the time it doesn't feel that way, but it will boost your confidence. And you won't feel so stupid anymore. It'll make you feel like, you know, you are somebody and you do have something to give. But there always is room for improvement. And that's why I always make that second column on that piece of paper. because you can always take something that, like communication, I'll use that as an example because that's one thing I know all of us in all aspects of our life. And this, everybody may not agree with me on this, but just hear me out. There are a lot of people that feel that technology has made communication so much better. It's so much greater because, now we have all kinds of technology, so we can communicate and talk to each other a lot more. I tend to disagree with that. And here's why. Technology is great. When it works, it's great. However, you can text someone, you can email someone, but what happens a lot of the time is it gets misconstrued, gets misunderstood. If your words get turned around into something you didn't mean, it can end up with hurt feelings, misunderstandings that don't need to be there because there's nothing like being in person, being face to face. I'm with you right now. I'm not doing a podcast, I'm doing a live stream. You can see my facial expressions. And I had one person tell me from my live stream from last week, they could see the emotion in me about something that I said that hurt me very hard. And that was really cool to hear because I am a very emotional person and you can read me like a book. Anybody will tell you that. I'm not quiet, I'm not shy, but I do take things very deeply personal, and I am a very heavy, loving person. And when it's very hard for me to think I can always improve on something because I always feel like I'm pretty good, at a lot of stuff. I'm not great, at anything, but I'm pretty good at stuff. But I know, like I said, with communication or whatever it may be, there's always this we can always improve. Doesn't mean I'm stupid. Doesn't mean you're stupid. We all have things in our lives we can improve on. We take that for what it's worth. And this is another thing that really drives me bonkers are people who think they are perfectionists. Okay. I'm not one of them. I will never be one of them. But when you have someone who is, and they make a mistake, and their way of feeling stupid is to get angry. And what do? They take it out on you and make you feel stupid because that's the only way they know how to deal with it. Because in their own mind, they're a perfectionist and they can't do anything wrong. So it had to have been someone else who did something to make them do that. And that is just so wrong. And they are just doing that to appease what they did, their mistake that they did, so that they don't feel stupid. Those people just get a big thumbs down from me, right? And that being said, if you're not already a member of my channel, please click the subscribe button and make sure you hit the all under there so that you get all the notifications for when I'm going to go live. And also down here, you will see a thumbs up and a thumbs down. I would love it if you could give me a thumbs up. That also helps the algorithm and that'll help get you the notifications of when I'm going live. I would greatly appreciate it if you take a minute to do that while we're talking here. So in talking about all of this, being stupid, that brings a lot of mental and physical stress on yourself. Depression, anxiety, stress. You're putting an enormous strain on yourself. And that not only plays with your mind, it can physically bring you down. I can honestly tell you when I feel this way, when I'm feeling stupid and I'm very low, I can tell you I get extremely tired. I get exhausted. I don't want to do anything. And so it's more than just a thought. Thoughts are draining. And they can play havoc with your body, your soul, your strength, your mind, all of it. Don't let that happen. You are here for a reason. We're all here for a reason. And it's not because we're stupid. It's because we all have gifts that we can give back to each other and others we don't even know. And there's nothing stupid about that. And we can feel stupid in different parts of our lives, right? We can feel stupid at work or we can feel stupid at home. And I can honestly say there are two ways to look at this. If you're in a job right now, you're there for a reason. You were hired, right? They hired you for a reason. And they didn't hire you because you were stupid. They hired you because they liked what they heard. They liked what they saw. And they saw that you were a valuable asset to them to bring in and work for them. If those moments happen at work that make you feel stupid, those are only moments. You can't put that into the overall picture from day one. It's just a moment. That's all it is. And moments come and go. Or think about the friends in your life. They're not friends with you because you're stupid. Well, you're not friends with them because they're stupid. You're friends with them because you see something that you love in them. That they see kindness in you. They see aspects of your personality that match with theirs. And they're there for you and you're there for them. They don't think you're stupid. They wouldn't be in your life if they thought that. I'm here today doing this because I know none of you out there are stupid. And I know I'm not stupid. But we all have those moments. So think back. You have friends. If you have a job, you're there because you mattered and you still matter. No, don't forget that. That's a positive thing that you can definitely roll with. And, think back to the achievements you've had, both at work and in your personal life. There are many things that I've done that are stupid moments, but overall, I can think back to some achievements that I've done, and I know you can too. And they don't have to be huge, we don't have to be Broadway stars. We don't have to have lots of money. We've done little things that matter, that other people don't know about, or see, or feel. And that's also showing you you're not stupid. You're not alone in this. You're definitely not alone by any means. And you need to reach out. Reach out to those friends. Reach out to family. Reach out to a therapist. Reach out to whomever and tell them how you feel or tell them what happened even. Because I can guarantee you, because I can't tell you the number of times when I was striving to get through life one day at a time and I was being made to feel stupid and a nobody every day of my life. I can tell you that when I went to a friend or a family member, they didn't tell me I was stupid. He told me the other person was stupid and that it was ridiculous and that they were wrong. And I got support out the wazoo. And all this time, it took me to learn that's the information. That's right. The other ones are the ones that are wrong. It's the people that matter to you. There are good people out there. They're the ones that should make the difference and show you you are somebody. You're great. Don't compare yourself to others. You are you. And okay, I'm gonna go back to I'm a sibling. I have a sister, and this is in no means a dig to her, but it's very much a compliment. I love my sister. She's my younger sister. She's pretty. She's smart and talented beyond belief. We both went to college. Both graduated from college. I graduated with honors. She graduated with a full 2-year paid scholarship to go on to get her master's. So in that instance, I've always felt like I'm the stupid one. Now I'm not. I just happen to have a very beautiful, intelligent sister who I adore more than anybody knows. But did I feel stupid? Yes. But I don't anymore because I realize we're just two different people and we're not machines. We have feelings and other people have feelings too. But the problem with that is when people don't know how to handle their feelings, when they're feeling down or low or arrogant or stupid or however they feel, they put it on you to try to make themselves feel better. Now, if they did that to a computer or a machine, the machine would just sit there and it wouldn't give them anything good to feel about themselves, that they made someone else feel lower than them. That's not the way to help someone to not feel stupid. And those are the type of people who are very toxic, and you need to stay away from them as much as you possibly can. Well, I've got to tell you, for the first time, I have live chats like crazy from 3 of my biggest fans, who, by the way, I adore, and are all pretty darn awesome. So I'm going to start on showing some chats here, and we'll see some of the comments that some of my viewers are feeling and thinking about what we've talked about today. So let's start with Jason. He's one of my biggest fans. Hello there, Jason. No one is stupid. You are absolutely right. You're darn tootin'. I'm right, Jason. Darn tootin'. And I have to tell you, totally inappropriate to ever tell you that you will never go anywhere. Exactly. The problem was the man that told me that at the time was my manager, and HR wasn't on. I didn't think to go to HR at the time, but even if I would have, he was kind of a slime too. So it really would not have helped me very much. So let's go to Dan. Hi, Dan. You guys might remember Dan. He was a guest on my show a couple weeks ago. We talked about pet therapy, and he is the bomb. And let's see what he says here. I can see how your inner voice could tell you were stupid. But in the instance of your former boss, that was a blatant display of his ignorance. I suspect he was intimidated by you. Dan, that's interesting you say that, because there have been times in my life, and what you all can't see is that I am 5'3". I'm a little shrimp. I'm not tall by any means. There have been times in my life where I just cannot figure this out. I have intimidated men who were up to 6'9". They were scared of me. I don't get it. I am not scary in any way, shape, or form. Like I said, I'm a little shrimpo. I'm not intimidating on any level whatsoever. And I've seen that in the past. So it's really interesting that you say that, because I just don't get it. I really just don't get it. And I've even been told that people are jealous of me. Some of these people that have been my managers or whoever were jealous of me because of my talents and my skills. And I think that's absolutely ridiculous, because I've seen talents and skills in everybody I've ever worked with. I have never known anybody who's stupid. They may be lazy. They may do stupid things, but they're not stupid. And I don't get where the jealousy came in either. And I never will, because I think it's a waste of time, because we all have our talents that can be appreciated. Now, this next guy, Mark Wright, he is very special to me, believe it or not, because he is actually my boyfriend. And he has been also one of my biggest supporters, and I love him dearly. And he says, you are not alone. It happens to a lot of people. Some are too proud to admit. You're right. Some are too proud to admit it. And that's sad, because talking about it, talking to someone else does help. Because like I said, when someone cuts you down or makes you feel that way, when I've talked to other people, my friends, my family, whoever, I'm told that I'm not the wrong one. Just because I made a mistake doesn't mean I'm the bad one. Just means I made a mistake. They're the ones who have a problem, not me. Okay. Now Dan's going to play devil's advocate here. So let's see what he says here. Does anyone have the power to make us feel anything? Our feelings are ours. Eleanor Roosevelt once said, no one can make you feel inferior without your consent. Could not agree more. And that's where we've talked about this, right? Your thoughts. Your thoughts can control you and take you down a dark road. What we forget is we can control our thoughts and we can control how we feel. You're absolutely right about that. And Eleanor Roosevelt knew what she was talking about, for sure. Get back to Jason here. No matter how badly you may feel, please know that you are loved and must be kind and good to yourself. Jason, that's what we've been saying this whole time, right? Absolutely. And I mean that to everybody. We all deserve to be kind to ourselves. We all go through so much. You know, you deserve it to be treated kindly. Don't come down hard on yourself. Like I said, I'm my own worst enemy. I come down on myself really, really hard. And I need to quit doing that because I am my own toughest critic. And we all do deserve to be loved. Mark. Yes, Dana has changed along with how people speak out. I am proud of her. Thank you. I appreciate that. It's hard. I've come a long way. Still got a ways to go yet, but I'm learning. You know, I can be taught. Dan, sorry. Tell your audience to join in via live chat. I would love people in my audience to join in live chat, but a lot of people I know don't know how to do that. So I will tell you really quickly. In order to do a live chat with me, you have to set up a channel on YouTube. Now, you don't have to do anything in that channel. You just have to set it up to have an account. That's all you have to do. And one of the things about YouTube is when people start live chatting with me, then it becomes more of a conversation, more than just me sitting here talking to a camera. And it becomes more comfortable for me, and I hope a little bit more for you too. You have a voice here. You know, you don't have to believe or, agree with everything I say. You need to have a voice. You can speak out. Send that live chat to me. Set up that channel. It's not hard. It's very easy, and it's very quick. And I would love to talk to more of you. So, bring it on. Back to Mark. Okay, absolutely true. That's why we have the people close to us and help us through these struggles. That's why they are friends and family. Absolutely, right? That's what we've said. Dan, you are a confident, assertive spitfire. God, I love you for saying that, Dan. That is a huge compliment. I think that's one of the nicest ones I've ever had. Most people are trying to be like you, and when they feel like they fail at it, they take it out on you. Wow. That's heavy. That's pretty heavy. Thank you. Thank you so much. Wow. I like to say that I am a fighter. If I do get to the point where I cry, it doesn't mean I'm not crushed or whatever, but if I do get to a point when I cry, it takes me a lot to get there. It didn't used to, but it does now. And I like that word spitfire. I like that. Thank you so much. That just made my day, I think. Continue being that spitfire. No problem. No problem, baby. No problem. I got you. You did great. Love you. Thank you, baby. That was a dang good show. 2 thumbs up. Thank you very much. Got one more here. Remember, we can do this. We got this. No one is an island unto themselves. Very well said, Jason. Very well said. Well, that is the end of the live chat. So I will end here to say thank you to all of you, especially to my guys, the viewers who have supported me since minute one, who are now coming to my live chat to talk to me and be here with me. It means the world to me, more than you know. And once again, before I leave, if you're watching this, even on a replay, please subscribe to my channel down below. And then over here, give me a thumbs up. I'd really appreciate it. I love talking to you every week at 4 o'clock on every Saturday. So with that, I am going to say this as we always end. We can do this. We got this. I can, and I will. And as we always say, I wish you well. Thank you for being here, and I will see you soon. Bye-bye.